What's up, guys? George Kamel here, and I just want to say thank you for all the kind words and positive comments you've been leaving on these videos. We love to see it. But we also, to be fair, get plenty of negative comments. That's right, the haters have arrived.
Welcome.
Now, sometimes these comments are mean, sometimes they're honestly hilarious, and sometimes they're just plain wrong. So in today's video, we are scraping the bottom of the comment barrel to find the best of the worst things people have said on my videos and social posts. I'm gonna respond to the haters and give them my 2 cents, because guess what? It's my YouTube channel, and I get the last word here. So buckle up, buttercups.
This is gonna be good.
And you know what they say? He who laughs last lacks slacks and Flagstaff. No, that can't be right. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments. And with that, before we get cracking on these cranky comments, do me a favor, help me counteract all of that hate by hitting those like, subscribe, and share buttons, and let's spread the love. Okay, that's what we need to be about. America needs to heal. Here's our first comment from Space Coyote. Hey buddy, cut the jokes out. You are not funny. Well, you and the 5 people who hit like on this comment believe that, but 37,000 people watched it, and I gotta say, there were some jokes that hit here. Yes, there's the occasional miss, but I'm gonna try. You know why? Because financial content is so dry and so boring, and I think more people would watch it, more people would have some life change happen if we could make money content entertaining. Our next comment is from Stephen Porter on my video, How to Become a Millionaire Starting with Zero. Here's what he had to say. Wrong! The house you live in is always a liability. I can just feel the tone here. Can't be your primary home and an asset at the same time, despite what the general consensus is. I don't know what a consensus is, so I apologize for not understanding this. 100% equity, still liability because of the sunken costs every year you have to pay just to maintain it. Taxes, renovations, repairs, your otherwise free time, etc. To tap that equity is an expensive and time-consuming process, not liquid, then you lose your place to live at the end of all that unless you plow your profits back into the real estate market and repeat the whole process over. Who hurt you, Stephen?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
While you're wrong because a house is legally an asset, I understand that a house is going to have some expenses, and I'm glad you called them out. Nobody said homeownership was free, just like freedom isn't free. Let's move on to Josh Gullixrud. Sorry, George, if you're including your primary home equity and calling yourself a millionaire, you're not. I gotta talk about grammar here. Guys, if you're gonna roast me in the comment section, check your grammar, all right? You get your wrong one time, I give it a pass. 2 times you get it wrong in one comment, that's troubling. It's Y-O-U apostrophe R-E.
Boom. Roasted.
Now, grammar aside, home equity is a part of net worth. Period. End of discussion. I didn't make this up. I don't call the shots when it comes to how math works and accounting works and how the government sees your income. It's what you own minus what you owe. If you have equity in your house, that's part of your net worth. That's it. That's all we're saying about it. We're done with this discussion. I'm done with it. Moving on to all 7 caps. Here's what they said. A millionaire is a person, singular, whose assets are worth $1 million. So a married couple needs $2 million to be millionaires. Ramsey always leaves this out of the, quote, by definition part. How are we still on this? I just thought we said we're done with this discussion. Okay, I believe when you are married, let's talk about marriage.
Marriage is what brings us together today.
When you're married, you become one household. Okay, if you're married filing jointly, it's just one giant pile of income. So as long as we're married, legally, we are millionaires. No one can take that away from us, just like no one can take away our love. Now, yes, if we, God forbid, got divorced and we split the assets up, then and only then would we no longer be millionaires. Just like if someone has $1 billion and they go bankrupt, they're no longer billionaires. But as long as my life stays in this general vicinity, we have a net worth millionaire household. That's it. All 7 caps, my advice to you is find someone who you can build a beautiful life with and build wealth with, and stay out of the comment section. Next up, Beanie Mac said, the Ramsey cult insistence on 15-year mortgages only is ludicrous in 2023. You can always get a 30 and pay it off early in 15 years if you like. Let me use an analogy for you. What if you could choose a 30-year prison sentence and get off with good behavior in 15? But you also have the choice of 15 years. And then worst case, you're debt-free and out of prison in 15 years instead of 30. That's kind of how it works with this mortgage situation. We always assume that we're going to have the best of intentions and disciplines and behaviors, but most people that get a 30-year are lucky to pay it off in 15. Those who do a 15-year are always going to pay it off in 15 years or less. And psychology is something you have to take into account when it comes to getting out of debt. Because when you got room, you're gonna take it. That's just human nature, okay? And I found the people that follow the baby steps, on average, 7 years, that mortgage is gone. The average for others, well, it could be more than 30 because they're taking out HELOCs and doing all kinds of stupid stuff. Ploppy193 said, "This content is so childish. What's the age demographic? Gave up watching after less than 2 minutes." Okay, first of all, you want to talk about childish and your username is Ploppy? What are we doing here? It sounds like the bizarro brother of Blippi that never made it. And honestly, Ploppy, wasting 2 minutes of your time, highlight of my day to do that for you. And I don't know who hurt your inner child, but I hope you heal and learn to love again. Whether you're 7 or 77, I think we can all have fun learning about money. And so I don't see this channel as childish. We're talking about real life stuff here. And just because we're talking about serious content doesn't mean we have to take ourselves so seriously.
Wow, that's deep.
KNLBN8MT said, "George is very anti-cat and it gets old. I would much rather own a cat than 2 gross bulldogs." First of all, my bulldogs are prettier than most humans. Can we get a picture up of these bulldogs? Freaking gorgeous, okay? So it's one of the reasons they're the #1 dog in the world right now, owned mostly by celebrities. Okay, say it to their face. No, say it. Say it. Say that they're ugly.
I can't do it.
Your cat? I couldn't pick her out of a litter behind a dumpster, which is probably where you got that cat, isn't it? You're not gonna find a French bulldog behind a dumpster. It's like finding a Louis Vuitton at a Goodwill. It just doesn't happen. And also, I'm not anti-cat. I just don't trust them. All right, up next, we've got @Mr. Bear, who said, "Upset with myself for wasting time watching this." First of all, Mr. Bear, I hope you're an actual bear and you somehow just pawed in this comment with your little bear claws. That's cute. And apparently I already replied to this comment on YouTube, so let me tell you what I said. You should be more upset that you wasted time to leave this comment after already wasting time watching the video. Dang it. Now I'm upset with myself for wasting time looking back at this comment about him wasting his time with his comment about him wasting his time watching my video.
I'm not following that.
We'll get back to hater comments in just a moment, but let me tell you about one of today's sponsors, Tello. Tello is the perfect phone plan hack because they offer more data and lower prices on every single plan for both new and existing customers. Tello plans start as low as $5 a month, and they go up to $25 a month for the unlimited everything plan. Plus, their high-speed nationwide coverage on the T-Mobile network comes with no contract, no commitment, and no hidden fees. Plus, you can keep your phone and phone number if you want. I don't care. They don't care. Do what you want. So go to tello.com/George right now and get an extra $5 off the unlimited data plan for your first month of service. Or check out the link in the description below. And while we're paying the bills, let me tell you about another sponsor of today's video, online bank Laurel Road. You know I love a high-yield savings account. It's one of my favorite ways to make your savings work harder for you. And with Laurel Road's high-yield savings account, you can earn 5.15% APY on your balance with a ton of other great perks. No minimum balance required to open an account, FDIC-insured deposits, and no monthly maintenance fees. And their premium care team takes great premium care of you when you need to talk to a living, breathing person. So I think it's time your money started making money. Go to laurelroad.com/George to get started, or click the link in the description below. All right, we got a lot more to cover, so I'm gonna make this one a speed round so we can get through it, because I'm exhausted already. Silver CPA said, "If you were wondering if this video is out of touch, yeah, it is, just like all other Ramsey content that's stuck in 1995. I don't want to be the one to tell you this, but YouTube didn't even exist until 2005, so joke's on you, my guy. I think our content is as fresh and as relevant as ever, and just because the principles are timeless doesn't mean that it's old school boomer advice. Living on less than you make, staying out of debt, investing for the future, that's gonna work till the end of time, my friend." Our next lucky user is Chris Clappich, and here's what he had to say. "These need to be way less scripted. It's coming off as an out-of-touch boomer trying to relate to kids. First of all, I'm not a boomer, I'm an elder millennial. And to be honest, no cap, Chris is low-key pressed and totes Delulu."
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
And of course, who could forget Real Perth Mint Stacker, who came in with this comment. "Gold is insurance, not an investment. 95% don't own it for a doomsday scenario. Saying not to buy gold is like telling people to drive around without car insurance. You're misleading people." Okay, let's talk about this whole gold is insurance. You know what's insurance? Insurance. And you know what's like telling people to drive without car insurance? Telling people to drive without car insurance. And so I stand by the fact that most people that are running to gold are doing it out of fear. And so there is a very doomsday vibe I'm getting. And if it all went down, man, no one cares about your gold. They want fuel, water, ammo, and food. That's about it. All right, I think that's enough nasty comments for one day. I feel like I need a shower now. But I'm not gonna do it because it's too good of a hair day. I can't risk it. You're not gonna get this twice in a row. Are you kidding me?
Hair is everything.
And by the nature of this video, I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of haters in the comments of this video as well. The haters will never die. But to all of you watching, including those of you who disagree with me on things, I hope you know that the reason I do all of this is to help people. That is the singular goal of this channel, not just to stir up a ruckus and make people mad or share random clips of Anchorman that you forgot about. I want to help you break the cycle of debt, avoid financial traps, cut through all the noise, make more money, have more margin, and reach your financial goals. And there's a lot of ways to skin that financial cat. Not saying I would do that, user KNLBN8MT. It's just a phrase. I didn't make it up. Go after that guy, because he was really anti-cat. I've just chosen a way that works for me, and a way that has worked for 10 million people. And I'm telling you, if you follow the principles that I teach on this channel, you will build wealth with more peace and confidence than ever before. Plus, that's the heart behind my new book called Breaking Free from Broke, the ultimate guide to more money and less stress. It says so right there on the cover. And you can get your copy with the link in the description below or at ramseysolutions.com/store. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with all of your friends who need to go touch some grass. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.